everyone. You're in time for Story Time for Serena. These stories are being read by me, Granny Ricky, especially for Serena. But everybody's welcome to sit and listen. I'm so glad you could join us. Today's story is called Molehill. It's all about a mole and whether or not the mole can save his home. This is a molehill. It's a big lump in the grass because inside underground is where the moles live. They make their house under the ground. Let's have a look what this story's all about. Molehill, written by Alex Latimer. Look at the molehill. A big lump in the ground. Look at all these little creatures, little insects on the ground, and the beautiful flowers. And this is the moon. It's nighttime right now. Let's see. I think maybe we need to get Granny out the way a little bit. As usual, Granny, you need to move a little bit. Let's put you over there. We'll see how that goes. All right, here we go, the molehill. One bright day, the moles awoke to the smell of diesel smoke. "Oh, Daddy, help!" Mole's children cried, frightened of what lurked outside. So Mole crept out, and then he saw the last thing he was hoping for. Look at this. This is inside the molehill. They've made a house, the mole house. There's the kitchen, and there's a bedroom, and there's a bathroom, and there's another bedroom. That's Daddy Mole and Mommy Mole. And there's the bathroom. And there's the lounge, and there's the little mole calling his daddy. "Oh, Daddy, help!" Mole's children cried, frightened of what lurks outside. So Mole crept out, and then he saw the last thing he was hoping for. What do you think that was? "Oh, no," said Mole. "Oh, dear, oh, shucks." For on Molehill stood 3 huge trucks. First was a dozer, big and yellow, a grim and fearsome metal fellow. The truck beside was even greater, the rumbling orange excavator. Last was loader, strong and tough, not quite as big, but big enough. Oh, look at the mole, looking at these great big trucks, the dozer, the excavator, and the loader. Oh no, what's going to happen to their house? The molehill. Here's the molehill. The diggers moved forward towards Mole's mound. They made a dreadful scraping sound. "Stop right there!" yelled Mole. "This minute! That's my home! My kids are in it!" Here comes the great big wheel of the excavator. "Oh no, don't come and destroy my home." The 3 enormous trucks stopped still and stared at Mole upon his hill. Look at him standing on the molehill. "A mole can't tell us what to do. We're 1,000,000 times as big as you. Now move aside. You're in our way. We want to build a mall today." Oh no, they've come to dig big holes to make a building. Mole stood his ground and rubbed his head. Then, thinking fast, he bravely said, "I may be smaller than a digger, but I've faced creatures much, much bigger. The trucks all laughed. Ha ha ha! Bigger than us! Absurd, bizarre, ridiculous! Mole smiled. Dig here, and soon you'll see the bones of my last enemy. So Excavator scooped some ground and took a look at what she found. The skull of a terrific beast, 100 feet from west to east. Look at this, what the excavator has uncovered. The creature's neck was very long. Its tree trunk legs were thick and strong. Those are the bones of a dinosaur. The dozer pushed some dirt away and found beneath, to his dismay, a massive skull, a bony plate, and 2 great horns, both long and straight. A 3rd sharp spike upon the snout, a fearsome body, broad and stout. Oh, look at that! That is the skeleton of a Triceratops. Loader dug in deep and slow, down into the earth below. Look at this loader digging and uncovering another skeleton. He found 2 pairs of dreadful claws, and then, much worse, the creature's jaws. So many teeth, all sharp as pins, not just for smiling monstrous grins. These bones, they said, are terrifying. We thought, brave mole, that you were lying. These creatures must have reached the sky. Now tell us, please, how did they die? These creatures, said Clever Mole, once tried to build upon my hole, and when they wouldn't leave my mound, they ended up here in the ground. The trucks all trembled, no one blinked, and now, said Mole, they're all extinct. Oh, he's telling a frightening story, isn't he? Oh dear, oh no, said Excavator, we out of here, we'll see you later. And off they thundered down the hill. Who knows, they might be running still. That mole frightened them off. At last Molehill was safe and sound. So too Mole's children underground. Look at them all happily underground again in their beautiful house. There's the daddy mole giving the family a hug. They frightened off the excavator and the loader. That night at home, the young moles said, as Daddy tucked them into bed, "How did the dinos really die? We think you may have told a lie. Our book here says they were destroyed by an enormous asteroid." See, they're reading all about the dinosaurs. "That's true," said Mole. "Your book is right. A rock from space hit Earth one night. The dust and smoke blocked out the sun, and the days of dinosaurs were done. But I had to scare those trucks away so we could live another day." Mole leant in low and kissed each kid and whispered softly as he did, "No new mole, no excavator, no rock from space or impact crater, not one thing I guarantee will ever separate us three." Oh, that's a lovely story. So the mole frightened off those great big excavators and loaders so that he could save his molehill house. And the mole family lived happily ever after. I think that was a wonderful story. Molehill and how the mole saved his house. Thank you for joining me for this wonderful story. The sun's going down now. It's getting a little bit dark outside. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, Serena. Bye-bye, everybody.